Good morning, retail traders. This is a sneaky snake trading strategy where I talk about chart patterns, moving averages, and being in the now. And right now, we're going to be talking about Tesla. TSLA. Tesla was a fun trade Friday, and it came out on a rumor of an article. Not really a rumor, but I guess it would be a rumor. You know, Elon denies it. They're always picking on Elon. That's what I like about trading Tesla. It's a constant pick on Elon because he's not part of the clan. So we go straight to the website. I always like to pull it up first, and then news breaks out that Reuters says exclusive. Like, this is important. Tesla scraps low-cost car plans amid fierce Chinese EV competition. Well, that's the story, and that's what's going on. The Chinese have some good competition. And when they have 300 EV car startups, and, only a few of them will survive. So, yeah, they make some nice cars. The Chinese do. So they'll come out with something good and something nice, but my biggest fear of China is China itself. It's not, the competition really has nothing to do with it. Elon Musk wants competition. It's competition's what makes the company grow. So yeah, I'm more worried about the Chinese themselves. So that's my biggest fear. If I was working for Reuters, that would be my headline. So Elon Musk comes out a little bit later, and I heard this news. So I got into the chart, and I was looking at the chart, and said, God dang, guys. This looks like an opportunity here, man. We're starting to knife. And so I got to looking at the chart, and we started to form a little bottom here. And we created what I saw was a coming of a flag. Now, I talk about this flag a lot in the room, especially when the market is showing a big knife where you could have like bigger spreads on the calls and the bid, and just by the time you get in the trade, the time you get out, you can buy it real cheap if you can recognize the pattern. So we're sitting here, I'm calling this trade out, and I say, hey guys, I think I'm seeing a pattern right here. They, what do you mean? I said, well, look here. We draw this line here to this, and then we draw this line here to this. We'll just watch and see this thing pull back to it. We'll see if this thing, we were up here at the time, and that's when I said, it looks to me like we might be forming a flag. This is where we were about. Let me get this right, the timing right on this thing. And we just kind of formed a double bottom, and I said, let's see if we hold this double bottom. And then we didn't hold the double bottom. So we waited, and I drew out this flag. This is called a Megaphone expansion flag. And I'm going to put the contents down in the bottom of the room. It's a broadening top or a Megaphone top. And it's a broadening top is when you have two different peaks. You have the broadening top is a chart pattern characterized as successive higher peaks and lower valleys, which means lower lows. And the spread can get real wide. It's just like a megaphone. So the spread can get real wide, and if you can catch it on the bottom of that, wait for that. Just have enough patience to wait. Many times you'll bounce off that megaphone, off that broadening. What pattern? What one was I using here? Yeah, here we go. So what happened? We jumped in the trade. I jumped in the trade right here once we hit this pattern. And then seconds later, Elon Musk comes out and debunks the article. So we hit that bottom of that there megaphone. I'm using the bodies. I use the bodies, as you can tell, if you're asking, why didn't you use the wicks? Now use the bodies because they guide the trade, the pattern a little bit better. The wicks are like a confirmation or a gift, and they kind of read the candlestick. But if I use the body, I have more consistency of trying to find the support levels. As you could see, bounced right off that there bottom. So I called this trade out and I jumped in it. A few minutes later, bam, I got right out of the trade once we hit the top of that megaphone, or that broadening out expansion pattern. And that was a nice trade. I mean, that tickled me to death to get right in that trade. 3 minutes later, I mean, I got in it right in here. It had plenty of time to consolidate, and I started seeing the flags. We had a gravestone, we had a dragonfly, we had a doji, spinning top, and then we just had another hammer. And by this time, I knew we were getting ready to break out again. And then she popped, and she hit the 63, and I was out of this trade. I mean, she hit that megaphone pattern. I mean, I got right out of this trade right on that big candle, because you don't know what could happen. The thing could drop real fast, down real fast. So when that pop happened, I got right out of that trade. So that's how to recognize a megaphone pattern. And then I knew that news came out. That news was going to be good about the robo thing. And Elon went and debunked the story and just caused that stock to just go ahead and hit that historical top on that megaphone. And then finally she hit the 200 SMA. And it was if you missed that trade, you had an opportunity to take it off of here, off the double top breakout. They pulled right back, consolidated, created a little wedge there, and boom, to the 200. So that's Tesla. That's a way to trade a stock on a news article that you think might be kind of iffy, but it's a good way to catch a knife too. So I waited for the chart pattern. In this case, right before the chart pattern, we had 3 black crows with big wick on the bottom. So that was kind of a good indicator too, to get to watching this here chart and see what it's going to bring to me. And it brought that broadening out expansion megaphone pattern. So remember them when them knives come in. And the news had a big thing to do with this, because it came out with false news. Nobody believed it. They played the bounce off the crows here, and then it dipped down more, and then Elon came into the rescue. Sometimes you're not that lucky, for him to come out there and debunk an article like that real fast. So they were watching the stock price. Somebody's called up Elon and said, hey, Reuters came out with an article about you. Time to call them out. There's all different kinds of patterns to study. You've got the falling wedge. I mean, just every knife. Read them candlesticks. We had 3 black crows into a falling wedge. Into a megaphone expansion pattern, broadening out. And boom, it was a good trade. So y'all have a great day. Retail traders. Sneaky snake trading strategy. I also want to say one other thing about fear. They've been really bashing this stock hard. Real hard. 1 minute they're telling you that it's got a $70 run or it's going to pull back to $120. And I got a news article up here. I'm pretty sure I thought, there it goes. So you got the news comes out about the deliveries and blah, blah, blah. They were a little low. And Tesla draws 79% upside prediction from analysts betting on impressive full self-driving Tesla. And then you got someone coming out here saying Tesla's going to drop to $120. If it does, man, I'll be loading the boat. So that's what you're dealing with, just constant bashing and bashing and bashing of Tesla. And Elon. So I think it's a great time to be looking at it and scalping it and day trading it and maybe starting a long position on any pullback at your convenience. I mean, you do the judge. You be the judge where you think support is. If it's going to 120, let it be 120. Have a great day, retail traders, where I talk about chart patterns, moving averages, and being in the now.